just looking at this chart, Bitcoin has not finished its lows. It's not finished its lows, but we're going to get into it a bit more deeply. Hi, my name is Kelita Sahliah. If you're new, if you're not, then welcome, and welcome if you are not new. But anyway, I combine crypto with the astrology to see how it could be impacting the markets. Sorry, you girl should have appeared on the half moon, but like life just blinked there. So we're here now, and we are reaching our resistance level. So even in my past videos, it's happened what I seen could potentially happen. It has played out in that way. Look at my past videos so you can see I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. But anyway, when it comes to the astrology, we are reaching our new moon phase, so we're fully balls deep into it now, as it begins 5 days before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 days after. So it being the 12th of July 2026 confirmation, but we are reaching our resistance level. So the new moon, if you don't know, is our resistance level, and we're getting a new moon in Gemini as well as Cancer. So I don't know, to me it's kind of, especially the Cancer energies, the moon starts off in Gemini and ends up in Cancer. It's giving growing and nurturing. So we're nowhere near the bottom. But price needs to, for like, how can I put it, build up structure. It needs to have that structure, which comes in the form of growing and nurturing. So we might not see that full growth, but it is the nurturing element of it, because price needs that structure. So this is where we are right now. Price is hitting its resistance level before it finds its new support in Capricorn. So we'll talk more about that, but the fact that it's in Capricorn, it's kind of just confirming more of the lows. But I will be back, Ego will be back on the 21st, and we'll look at more of the possibilities of the new moon, the full moon, sorry, when price finds its support. Keep in mind, Mercury is also stationing direct. No, where are we? Oh, we'll talk about that in our next video. So let's just look back at the charts quickly, and before that we'll just take a quick look at the crypto fear and greed index. So we're still in the fear zone. People don't know what's going on, even though I feel it's as clear as day. And then we've got the stock to flow model, plan B, when the laptop wants to laptop and show us the stock to flow model. So here we go. We are in the green. We're beginning, I've got a bit of a cold, but we are beginning this green momentum right now. And just looking back in the past, the green is our accumulation phase. Okay, when we start turning from green to blue, it's like, okay, we're going to start kicking off. But we're entering fully into the green. So this is telling me we've got more we've got this potential to accumulate. Now there is a video I want to do to you, share with you why I feel autumn times we may be seeing the bottom of the market. Autumn times we may be getting that reversal coming in, but I need to prepare the video. So ideally the end of July or beginning of August, when the video is coming out, we're going to look into that, and we're bringing back some gematria connections, because I saw something phenomenal that's happening in autumn times, and some of the connections to it with the world stage and so forth and so forth. So just looking at the chart, this is the daily, there's no drawings on it right now. We can clearly see we had come down, we broke below it, we had a retest to this zone, we've then dropped lower, slightly lower, we've come up, and we're essentially retesting this area. We're ultimately creating higher lows each time, so we are still in this downward trend. I've not drew a, we're going to unhide the symbols, it's not going to be a long one. I want to just extend this trend line. That's what I want to do. So I don't know if you remember, in our last video I was looking at these lows. We've got green, amber, red. So that's what, they're the different levels I'm anticipating we could potentially reach. especially breaking out of this parallel channel. So I've mentioned that quite a lot, but I do want to bring this trend line, and as you can see, I've been doing this for a minute because I've just kept most stuff on there. Looks messy, but we'll get it. We want to keep an eye on this trend line, because us breaking past it, you know, we could come down here more and then break past it and then trade above it. That will definitely signal a potential reversal in the market. So something I want to highlight again, we are still within this parallel channel. So until we break it, that's when I will entertain the green, gold and red. Green, gold and red. Green, gold. Anyway. So in my last video, we had a full moon, wasn't it? The price found its support. Let's put the moon phases on. I've got a little bit of a cold. So yeah, we found our support quite clearly here. And price has come up back to this resistance level. So I'm going to remove the moons because it is just looking a bit like a disease. Let's just get rid of that. But it's looking like, and which I literally, I spoke about it in my last video. I was like, we could come up to the dotted line. As we broke below it, we tried to trade above it, got pushed back down. We want to see how price responds here, which is like the bottom of this retest. So as we are going to be in a resistance level, and essentially you wait until price finds its resistance and then you can short the market. This is not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor. Yeah, it's looking like this could be a short. Just a short back down, a short back down, basically finding our resistance level here and then entertaining the bottom of the parallel channel more. But the only thing we want to deep or pay attention to, will we create a lower low than this area, or can we hold it and literally trade within the parallel channel? So why I feel that could be a potential is because the market makers, or many people, are expecting a 50k Bitcoin, which is the red. Many people are anticipating that. But would the market makers want to just keep it inside the 60k, so people are waiting for a long time, and we get this bottoming going through, break above this trend line, and then retest it, but still along the bottom of the parallel channel, and then make our way up above the dotted line and then eventually out. So we want to see how that goes. Only if we cannot hold this parallel channel, so if we cannot hold the, is that 57k, then we will definitely entertain one or all of these levels. But until we break this 57, 58, forgive me, I'm seeing us just potentially ranging in this because it's quite a strong support. So if you've not seen, previously I drew this parallel channel. Where did I draw it? I drew it when we were about here. So in 2023, you can go back in my past videos, this parallel channel has been there. But as you can see, I need to blow my nose. But as you can see, we were trading before breaking out and continuing. Give me 10 seconds. I know it don't sound the best, but you know, mama's got a cold. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. Because it was so strong here, I am anticipating it, and we actually didn't get much or hardly any wicks outside of this parallel channel. So that's the only reason why I'm holding it as like a strong regard right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if there are wicks or something to really test the boundaries quickly. But then I also wouldn't be surprised if they're just waiting for people to want to get in at 50k, people waiting for 50k, and then nothing actually happens. Price just hovers above it, just up and down, taking long. So essentially, that's the perfect accumulation phase if you're choosing to DCA. Confirmation burp. and I feel that we've got plenty of time for it, to be completely honest. Autumn, we might see, like, okay, could this be the bottom? Like, maybe the end of autumn, we've created a higher high or a higher low. We could potentially see. But for now, that's what I am paying attention to. So even just looking at the MACD and everything, so these lines are still underneath. The green is slowing down. The RSI, damn, my throat is hurting. What is this doing? So this is pointing up. So could we get a momentum up? Could we get pulled up higher to the resistance level before coming back down? It's all a possibility. I feel we just need to see how it goes. But I feel this resistance would come in, and regardless, I don't feel we're going to exit the parallel channel. If we're to have a bigger momentum, we could literally come up to the height of the parallel channel, retest the top of this zone, and then get rejected off of this trend line before picking up the strength to break through, which could happen round about here. So yeah, we're just going to see a quick look. XRP looks even more interesting, but I'm just going to put on these Lizziines just to see. So we are still underneath the 50 or 55 and the 200. We are being supported a bit by the 8 moving average, which is good. We'll just get rid of that. Put on the other one. And okay, so we are getting a bit of support here, which again could be that push up to our resistance level. But where would it be? Would it just be here, or could we get a higher momentum to here before being pushed back down again? I am seeing downward, but we shall see. We shall see. So with the X of the P, I need to blow my nose again. Do forgive me. We're going to look at XRP, but I wanted to see something else. Let's just take a quick look on the 4 hour. Just to see what I want. Okay, they are kind of crossing there, so could that give it the momentum to be pushed up to a higher resistance level? Possibly so, in the shorter term. What else did I want to see? I'm going to do a Fibonacci. Let's pull a fib. So you see when it does like a downtrend like this now. I'm going to just reset the chart. No, that didn't work. Let's zoom. No, let's just go to the W time frame so it's easier. So potentially pulling a fib from our first low, because after we had our high, we got low here. So let's go on the line chart so it's clearer. And let's pull our downward fib. Our Fibonacci. I swear, I can't remember if they spoke about Fibonacci in school, but I did not pay attention until it came to trading. So when it comes to our fib levels, when it comes to our fib based off of this low, we have already reached the 1.618. So for me, and I'm sure I drew the fib in another one, because of course if we were to take this level, we would have, you know, it would show the 1.618 much lower. However, basing it off our highest high and our first low, and I'm sure I drew it in past videos, before we had reached this level, we have literally touched it precisely. And if you can look, if you can see, we are, but I don't feel it will be a body candle. Definitely not anything more than the daily, if anything. So yeah, but until we break that 1.618, I'm not really going to entertain it. I feel this it for BTC. Let's just look at XRP quickly. Right. So on the W time frame for XRP is not looking too good, because as you can see, based off of the EMAs, whatever these lines are called, the 200 is crossing them. It's soon to cross the red one. So that will kind of shows like pressure downward. But of course, this is the higher time frame. So let's just look on the daily. Forgive me. Let's just put the candles on to get another better view. Who you lot check out the Black Mirror video that I put up, because yes. So XRP, I saw something interesting, little different to Bitcoin with these, as it looks like it's getting ready to push down. Of course, we had our, that was a potential trade idea. We had our full moon come in here, which was our support. We got pushed up from that, and we're getting ready to be in our resistance level. So again, with XRP, we did have this break below. We've had a retest of it, and we've had a retest again of this zone as well. So I saw something interesting, but was it on the 4 hour? Let's get rid of these lines for now. We're closing up. We are closing up. Could that give us momentum for a higher resistance level? So that's what we're looking at right now. So just looking on the 4 hour for XRP in the hizzy. Let's just extend this. So we are currently like trading in this zone, and the question to ask is, will this be even? That's just nasty. So I want to draw a trend line here as well. XRP moves like semi crazy, no? XRP moves semi crazy, but similarly to Bitcoin, it did have this parallel channel. Again, I've been speaking about it for time in my videos. So my question with XRP is, are we going to, like Bitcoin, enter this parallel channel? And as you can see, I'd already drew this line there, because even if we were to have a dramatic drop down for XRP and play in this parallel channel, we ultimately would still be creating a higher low. So in essence, it's not that can move, and then it can move the altcoins a bit dramatically. They like to be dramatic at times, you know what I'm saying? But it also doesn't matter, because ultimately we're creating a higher low. So it will still be looking good. So I feel for XRP, it's seeing, are we going to entertain that parallel channel, breaking below the dollar? Will we break below the dollar? I mean, that would be wonderful. I'll be completely honest. But I do want to draw this parallel channel, not parallel channel, trend line, and see how it goes. The daily. Whew. Okay. So based on this parallel channel, not parallel channel, trend line, I literally just said that. XRP is at the tip of it, or it's pretty close to it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Will we get that final rejection, be pushed down to entertain this, and then break through it, and then possibly be inside of this parallel channel, but trend above, or trade above this trend line? Oh, I just need a sip of water. So that's what I'll be waiting on. But I also wouldn't be surprised, or let's say be surprised, we want to become aware of, we could get like rejected, pushed down, or we could just break through, but we'll be breaking through this trend line. And we could also trade down on the outside of the trend line into the parallel channel. Both ways, So long as, worst case scenario, we keep this higher low, keep this higher low, we're still in top of it coming down, we could break above it. So that's what I'm going to be paying attention to for XRP. Are we going to break beyond this trend line? Because, you know, we trade to it, get knocked down, trade to it, knocked down, back up to it again. Are we going to get knocked down and possibly surpass the dollar zone? I mean, I want it to just come back down to 61 cents, G. Like, it's not that hard. I would much rather it come back to 61 cents, I'll be completely honest. But that's what I'm seeing for XRP. Similarly to Bitcoin, is breaking through this trend line to get ready to say, okay, we're reaching the bottom. However, this could go two ways: knock down from the trend line or break through it and then trade along it. We could trade along it just to the dollar and then just stay here. Or we could trade along it downward. But if that is to happen, us breaking along it, breaking through this trend line, is a good confirmation. Even if we're to just trend, that's something to keep in mind depending how it goes. Like I said, I've got a video of something I really need to share. It will be shared the end of July or beginning of August, because it's to do with autumn in terms of the bottom potentially of the market. So we're going to be keeping an eye out for that. But I've got some other sources I need to put all in the video, as well as the astrology. So stay tuned with me for that one. But Mama's throat is hurting. We are still in this downtrend. I don't feel the downness has finished. We may not go dramatically down in the whole crypto market, yet I don't feel we're at the bottom just yet. And we want that confirmation of, once we've gone low enough, price hovers and retests that zone multiple times. That will give us the most accurate confirmation, as well as external stuff. And I just don't feel we're there. I mean, with XRP, we could see it. If XRP don't want to go below the dollar, and it just wants to stay here like this, and then break through, stay on the dollar, and then continue up, we don't know. But we're going to be paying attention, and I'll keep you updated. So yeah, our next video will be out on the 21st. We'll look at how price responded to its resistance level before its new potential support. So I feel this is going to be important, where we get rejected, so we can analyze where our new support would be. Could potentially be, if we could potentially be lower or a higher zone. So we're just figuring that out. Also, if anyone wanted one of the calendars, it is available on Etsy and TikTok Shop. If you're watching it, there's a sale on Etsy. I don't know about TikTok Shop, but there's a sale. There's digital and physical copies available. Literally, this is a secret. They're all the same. Just pick one, okay? But there's digital or physical, but it will tell you which one is which. So make sure you get the right one. It's a sale because I know we are in, where are we, July now, but in all truth, this calendar does finish all the way in March 2027. By Christmas, there will be the new calendar available. So with that being said, Mama is going to go and rest. What are your thoughts? How do you see the market going? Is anyone interested in gold at the moment? It's moving quite interesting, and I feel we've also got some lows on gold to come. I don't feel gold is finished with the lows, but I do feel we're going to get something coming in. Also, only for those who are at the end of the video, I need to blow my nose. Ew, that was disgusting. Some squirted up on my eye. Anyway, only for those who are patient enough to be at the end of the video, I do have a completely free course I'm not selling this great, but there's nothing to sell. If you want to know how to read the charts, and to be honest, you can pick up reading the charts just by watching these videos anyway. But if you did want the step-by-step of different things, I do have one available. It's on my Patreon, and I will add the link below once I sort it out. It's a very old course, but it's timeless, and I will be updating it with like a quicker, fast-paced ones for those who want that. It is completely free. You just come on my Patreon to have it, and I'm considering about putting it on school as well. But for the free version, it's completely free to have. Reason being, because I feel this is an important skill that should be taught in schools for everyone to have the opportunity. Not everyone would do it, not everyone would continue it. However, everyone having the opportunity and the choice, I feel, is important for us as a collective. So it's only the basic skills on how to read a chart, and then you can develop that, find a mentor, and so on and so on. I don't mentor like that, but the initial skill of knowing how to read a chart, it is there and it is available if you would like to. And yeah, I just feel it's brilliant. No matter what career path you have, I feel it's great to be able to make money off the markets at the end of the day. So you can use that to fund what you'd like to do. When you're like, oh, I just need something quick. Not quick. It's not quick money. You do have to learn your lessons, but developing the skill, you can say, oh, I would like to fund this. Let me lock in on the charts for however many X time, and then get this sorted. I just feel it should be an option to all, and those who like it continue, those who don't just stop. But it should be in schools. I swear, if I could put a curriculum in schools, I would. I absolutely would, but we're not starting in schools, we're starting at home. And my pitney them are learning the charts, and they're 8 and 6. So yes, because I was like, when my little one is ready to take his first girlfriend out on the date, he's a gentleman. He will be paying for everything, absolutely everything. But of course, knowing if she's not deserving, then it stops. However, the first initial date, there is no worry. So little man's making money. Anyway, with that being said, Angel out. Bye.